Welcome back, and in this one I'm going to show you how to create a transition type of animation in Google Flow. But you can really apply this workflow to any AAA video generator. To pull off these transitions, starting with a great image is the key. This is mainly because we need to provide a clear instruction to exactly what will transition in and out of the frame. I have these 3 images. This is the first one, then we will go to the second one, and then we will transition to the third one. I've created these images right here on Google Flow, but if you are a designer, you probably already know how to build this type of images on Canva or Figma. Nonetheless, first I will show you how to create the video transitions, and then we will talk about creating this type of images. Once you have the images, you just need to drag and drop, and I'm going to put them as an ingredient. I'm not going to lock the image, just use it as a reference. The next thing is to add instructions in what you want to do, I mean the style, and also what will transition in and out of the image. Oh, and if you want a document with everything that we are doing right here, go to the comments, comment prompt down below, and I will send you the link. First, we start with the style, a stop motion type of collage animation, and then we provide instructions in what we want to transition in and transition out. Notice I'm being very precise. I'm saying that we have the title of the show, snap into place at the top, secured by tape. Now, this might happen or not because we don't have the reference. Nonetheless, it will try. At the left, we have guitars, and then at the right, we have more instruments. So I want to slide from the left and then do something else on the right. We have some microphones all over the place. Well, they fly into frame. And then we have the image of the subject. And I'm saying that the cutout of the man on this tool drops into the middle. So again, you target every little piece and you provide an instruction. And then we move on to the transition out. The elements on the left peel off to the right side, while the elements on the right peel off to the left side. So you really need to spend some time crafting this prompt. Nonetheless, if you don't add the transition instruction, the model will try to do it for you. So that's it. Now, one more important thing. As a model, of course, I will go to video. I'm going to use ingredients, 639, just one, and then I will use Omni Flash. Then 10 seconds of this animation will make it really, really slow. Selecting maybe 6 or 4 is just more than enough. I will go to 6, and then I'm going to run it. But do you need to really craft this prompt yourself? Of course not. You can ask the AI agent on Google Flow to write it for you. I'm going to use Gemini because not everyone has access to the agent and everyone has access to Gemini. First, I'm going to drag and drop the image that we are using as a reference. And then on my prompt, I'm asking to create a text prompt. This is important for Google Flow Omni video generator. So we are providing that context. I want to create the animation collage. The prompt should include instructions to transition in and transition out. And then as an additional, I'm adding more instructions for the transition out. I want something very specific. So when we ask Gemini, it will keep that instruction in mind. And then at the end, provide a text response only. And this is important. Gemini will always want to create an image. So by saying provide a text response only, it will give us just the prompt. I'm getting a response, and while this will work, maybe we want a more detailed response. So if that's the case, I'm going to go right here to the prompt and just ask to be more detailed and creative. So usually when you work on Gemini, depending on the time and the country that you're using it, sometimes it will give you an awesome response, and sometimes it will give you a very small, short response. And now we are getting what we wanted. Notice it's really reading the image and providing a lot of different instructions for the different parts. So there you go. Just ask for it. We get the video back, and I'm going to play the video, and I will put the image right here on the screen so we can compare the differences. It is actually pretty good. Now, you might notice that not every single detail is 100% faithful to the actual image. And that's okay. Remember, it's using your image as a reference. But the animation, it's pretty much spot on. Naturally, if you work with a way more complex collage, you might need to run it multiple times to make it work, or just simplify your collage. Now, we just need to repeat the same process. We have this, the second transition with the woman and the cat, and then the last transition. I'm going to take this one and just drag and drop. We start with the style or what we want to do, and then the instructions for the transitioning in and the out. Remember to go to the comments to get these prompts. I'm going to run it, and while this one is going, I'm going to kaboom, delete this one. I'm going to drag and drop the last one as a reference, and I'm going to use this prompt. We start with the style and then the instructions for in and out. Fingers crossed, and I'm going to run it. We get them. Let's take a look at the second one. Get the woman and the cat, and notice the difference between the reference. So this is the case where I need to run it again to get something a little bit closer to the reference. Let's take a look at the other one. I'm going to play it back. Great. And the rock show. Again, we have those tiny differences, but this is normal. Okay, that's the video side of things. What about the images? None of this works if you don't provide a good reference. We can do all of this here, but of course it doesn't replace the level of detail if you are a designer and you do it on Canva, Figma, or whatever. For my collage, I have 3 different subjects. The man, which is the host, and then we have the co-hosts, which are the cat and the woman. I'm going to go at the bottom, use image, and use Nano Banana Pro. The first thing that you need to define is the style. This is my style, magazine cut and paste collage, tape, marker, and then we just define all the different elements that we want to use. And then after that, we add the references and the instructions of that very specific image. Now we could craft the whole thing right here on the prompt by using this style, but we can use the agent. I'm going to copy the style and I'm going to go to the actual agent. Then I'm going to take the man as an ingredient and drag and drop. Then I will ask the agent to create a text prompt to use on an image generator like Nano Banana. Why am I doing something like this? Well, maybe because you don't have access to the agent. If you copy this and you put it on Gemini, this will work on Gemini. Then I let the agent know what the style is, and then we provide more instructions, like the title of the show and what we have on that element. Now, I'm just saying that the image should include instruments. So Nano Banana has a lot of liberty to create an image. If you want very specific elements on specific parts of the composition, you need to prompt for it, and then provide a text response only. And this is again for Gemini. When we get a response, the agent is proposing 3 different designs. How great is that? And right here, you just need to read the prompts and pick the one that you like the most. If you want to make some changes, go to the agent, to the actual chat, and let the agent know what you want to change. I'm going to go with the first one because, why not? In this case, the agent got it wrong. Remember, I was asking for a text prompt, but it's just going and creating 4 different images without asking permission, which is not that good, but, let's see what we get back. When we get it back, we can see that we have some variations of the previous design, and they are all pretty good. Now, if I wanted to start over, let's say that I go to a new chat or new session on the agent, and then I go and ask for the same thing, in this case for the woman and the cat and the second transition. Now, isn't it easier just to ask the agent to do everything all at once? Yeah, it is. First, I will take the subjects as an ingredient, first the man, then the woman, and then the cat. And this is my prompt. It doesn't change that much. But first, I'm asking to create 3 different images with the following instructions. We provide the global style, the first image instructions, the second image instructions, and the third image instructions. And to finish, it's clear that we want to use a 16:9. And that's it. Not to be confused with this generations, I'm going to go right here and delete them all. Right, we get the variations for the first one, the second one, and the third one. And I really like the first and the second. I don't like the second one that much, but we could ask the agent to create it again, or we can even go to the edit and just change it. Also notice that these subjects are pretty consistent. And this is because the model, in this case Nano Banana, is heavily trained on subject consistency. So it doesn't matter if we lock it or not. It will still do a pretty good job. Nonetheless, if you're not getting it, go right here and make sure that when you use the keyword man or woman or your subject, you do add and then you just lock your reference. All right, so that's it. If you liked all of this, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Don't be a stranger.